Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you and I love making these videos. I wanted to talk about self-sabotage today and to introduce a different perspective on it that you may not be aware of already. So first, we already kind of understand what self-sabotage means. Let's say we're trying to lose weight and we've lost weight before, and as we're attempting again, we get down a certain number of pounds towards our goal, and a little voice kind of kicks in our mind and says, "Yeah, but you'll never get there. That's not who you are. You can't handle it. You can't keep that weight off. So I'm gonna save you from that heartache and disappointment, and we're just gonna gain weight, and that's it. You're done." And so you end up gaining the weight back and even more, and you feel worse about yourself and worse, and it's just this sort of negative cycle. And so the message is, whether it's in losing weight or trying to get a promotion at work, the message is, you don't deserve it, you can't handle it, you may not be responsible enough or know how to actually handle getting what you want, and I'm gonna sabotage your efforts to protect you from that disappointment. When actually, what we're doing by sabotaging is preventing ourselves from getting the very thing we say we want. But there's another way that we sabotage ourselves, and we may not be realizing we are doing this. This example I'm going to describe for you will apply to some of you, but not all of you. So I'm going to give you a couple hypothetical situations. Let's say you are a guy and you're in high school, and what you want to do after high school is you want to study computer science, and you want to go on to college and study IT and computer science, and you love things like Star Wars and tech, and you want to be in the science fiction club at school. But the message that you get at home is very different. The message is, in this house, when you graduate high school, you go out and get a job, and you make a way for yourself, and you provide for yourself and a family if you decide to have one. We don't waste our time on college. That's a big waste of money. No one in our family goes to college. In science fiction club? No. In this house, we play football. And if not football, it's some other sport, but football is king. And I won't have any of that other garbage. And you get a lot of reproach if you do, when you follow these things. So it's difficult as you try to follow the things that you want. If you are still doing that, it's difficult, and there's a lot of pain because you are not approved of, and you are always wanting that approval. Second situation, you are a young woman, high school or early 20s, and you want to go to cosmetology school because you love hair and makeup, and you want to learn how to cut and style and do color, and you are just naturally inclined towards those things, and you love it. So you decide that you are going to go to cosmetology school. But what you learned was, again, the opposite. In this house, cosmetology school? No, you can't make a living doing that. No. You go on to get a 4-year degree, and then you go on to, doesn't stop there, you go on to get a master's or some other kind of professional degree, JD, MD, whatever. And again, as you pursue the cosmetology, you have some internal struggle because you're doing what you want to do, but at the same time, you know that if you did the 4-year degree thing, you might get the approval that you want. You might hear those words, "I'm proud of you, I love you. I love, just what you're, how you are and who you are." So there's always this sense of not having that fulfillment that you always wanted. So here's sometimes how we sabotage ourselves if this is our situation. In both of these cases, you go on doing what you wanted to do. You go on to college to pursue computer science. You go to cosmetology school to learn how to do hair. And you find as you get into those fields that you have struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle. Maybe you can't build up the book of clients that you want, even though you love what you're doing and you can't understand why it's not working. Or you get a job in computer science and the company folds, or they're not ethical, or it's just, you start working for someone and you find, I just can't get along with this person. And it's just roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And then you kind of look back and think, maybe if I had gone the route that my mom or dad wanted me to go, what was taught in my house, I wouldn't be having this struggle. And you kind of wonder if you should go that route and if that would have been the better thing, and then everything will be okay. So here's the problem. Here's the crux of the issue. As long as you are doing the thing that you love, that you feel called to do, and you are still, well, some part of you inside, that little child in you, is still wanting mom or dad's approval, you are going to continue to struggle. Because as you do that, what you're still doing is saying, please love me, please support me, please approve of me. And I'm going to keep struggling because I'm proving that you're right. I'm going to keep struggling because I'm going to prove then, that you will love me and that what you said for me actually was right. Because if I do this thing that I want to do and I'm happy, I'm essentially proving that you were wrong. And that is too difficult. In order for us to reconcile that cognitive dissonance, we have to cut that freaking cord. You have to take complete ownership. And first it takes a really huge amount of honesty and introspection to realize, yeah, I'm still doing that. Yeah, I'm still looking for that. Yeah, I still want my mom or dad to say, you're okay. I love you no matter what you do. Even though it was not what I wanted you to do, I let you do you. You're probably not going to ever hear that. Maybe you will, and that's great. But in order for you to fully own your power, you have to cut that cord and stop seeking their approval. You have to believe in yourself so fiercely. Damn it, I'm getting goosebumps. Thank you, spirit guides. You have to believe in yourself so fiercely as to not let that lack of love and approval stop you. You have to start giving it to yourself. Because you have to do you. And you're the only one who has to live your life. You're the only one who has to deal with the consequences of your actions. You are not here to live for someone else. To live to please and be the puppet or what someone else wanted you to be. I'm sorry. But that's what we learned. And I talk about healing the inner child. This is why. One of the reasons why. When we heal that inner child, we say to ourselves, the little me, the little you inside, you can be successful doing this thing that you love to do. And anyone, even if they're close family or friends or whomever, any of those naysayers, that's fine. You can think whatever you want to think, but I have to live my life. And I love what I'm doing. And I know I'm making a difference. And I know that I am doing the work that I came into this life and to do. And that is me living authentically and being genuine and sincere and owning my power. That is how we can stop sabotaging ourselves. It's this way that not a lot of people talk about, but it's something that happens all the time. That's why we feel stuck. That's why we keep hitting all these obstacles, because we are subconsciously putting them there because we want what we never got. Heal that little child within you and believe in yourself. I know I got a little fiery there, but this is so important. If we can shift this, we can, our lives can just take off and we can step into a life we never imagined. If you have a question or comment, please leave it for me below. I do love hearing from you. And please share this message with anyone who you think could benefit. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I'll talk to you soon.